Cowboys Nation, where you at? Today we've got a blockbuster update for the Dallas Cowboys that is going to have the entire NFL world talking. The return of Amari Cooper. Yes, you heard that right. The wide receiver who brought so much firepower to this Cowboys offense just a couple of years ago is coming back home. Jerry Jones himself confirmed it. And this is not a drill, folks. The Cowboys are about to get a whole lot more dangerous, and in this video, we're going to break down exactly why Amari's return is huge for the Cowboys, what it means for Dak Prescott, and how it changes the team's Super Bowl aspirations. So sit back, relax, grab your favorite snack, and let's jump right into this jaw-dropping news. First off, let's rewind to when Amari Cooper was traded to the Cleveland Browns. At the time, a lot of us in Cowboys Nation were left scratching our heads. We knew Amari was one of the best receivers the Cowboys had, and to see him go was tough. He wasn't just a deep threat. He was a savvy route runner with incredible hands, always making key catches in critical moments. What made things even harder was that Amari and Dak Prescott had developed this almost telepathic connection. Every time Dak dropped back to throw, there was a sense that Amari was going to be in the right spot at the right time. But when the trade happened, we all knew the Cowboys had to adjust. CeeDee Lamb stepped up in a big way, but there was still something missing. Now, with Amari Cooper's return, this offense has the potential to be better than ever before. Let's talk about Jerry Jones for a second. Jerry is no stranger to big moves. And when it comes to the Cowboys, he's always looking for ways to improve the team and put them in the best position to win. But this move? It feels special. Jerry hasn't been shy about his desire to build a championship team, and when he spoke about Amari Cooper's return, you could hear the excitement in his voice. Here's what Jerry had to say. Bringing Amari back is a decision that fills a huge void for us. We've seen his leadership, we've seen his playmaking, and we believe he's the kind of player who can help us take that next step. You can tell Jerry is all in on this move, and he believes that with Amari back, the Cowboys are ready to compete for the Super Bowl. This is Jerry Jones we're talking about, folks, so when he says something like this, you know he's not just making a comment. He's putting his full backing behind the team's goal to win it all. The fact that he's so excited about this reunion should tell us everything we need to know about how significant this move is. So why does Amari Cooper's return matter so much? Well, it all comes down to what he brings to the table. Amari Cooper isn't just a good receiver, he's an elite receiver who can change the course of a game in an instant. His ability to create separation from defenders is second to none, and his route running is among the best in the entire league. Just look at his highlights from when he was with the Cowboys before. He was always finding ways to get open. Whether it was on a simple slant route or a deep post route. But it wasn't just about his physical abilities, it was his football IQ and his ability to understand the game that made him so special. Amari knows exactly where he needs to be, and more importantly, he knows how to make the tough catches when it matters most. With Amari back in the fold, the Cowboys instantly improve in that area. And this is important, because the offense has the ability to score in so many ways. But adding that big-way receiver who can stretch the defense is key for elevating everything. Now let's talk about Dak Prescott. Because let's be honest, when Dak has weapons around him, he shines. And when you give him a weapon like Amari Cooper, you're unlocking a whole new level of potential. Dak has always been a solid quarterback, but we've seen him struggle in the past when the offense has been one-dimensional, or when there's been a lack of consistency from his receivers. Adding Amari Cooper back into the mix means Dak now has a go-to target who can get open on every route, no matter the situation. We've seen the magic between Dak and Amari before. Remember those deep throws and tight window catches? It was like watching two players on the same wavelength, almost as if they knew what the other was thinking. That kind of connection is invaluable, and it's something Dak hasn't had since Amari left. With Cooper back, Dak's confidence should soar, and the offense will have more flexibility in how they approach every game. But the beauty of this move is that it doesn't just help Dak, it helps everyone on the offense. CeeDee Lamb, who has developed into one of the most talented wide receivers in the NFL, gets another elite player to take pressure off him. Defenders can't focus solely on CeeDee anymore because they have to respect the skill set of Amari Cooper. And that's going to open up more opportunities for Lamb to do his thing. Michael Gallup, too, will benefit from the presence of another proven receiver. Gallup has been up and down in his career so far, but with Amari back, he can thrive in a role that fits him perfectly, as a deep threat and a secondary option. It's like having a full toolbox of weapons at Dak's disposal. It gives the offense depth, versatility, and unpredictability. And speaking of versatility, let's not forget the Cowboys' running game. With Tony Pollard now the lead back, there's a whole new dimension to this offense. We've seen Pollard break out for some huge runs, and with the added threat of Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb in the passing game, the running lanes will only open up wider. Defenses will have to respect the Cowboys' ability to attack in multiple ways. And when you have Pollard running downhill, that's a nightmare for any defense. Amari Cooper's return means more balance, more options, and an offense that's more dangerous than ever before. It also takes pressure off the offensive line, which has been hit or miss in recent years. The more the Cowboys can keep defenses on their toes, the more effective they'll be as a unit. Now let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. For the Cowboys, the goal has always been clear: win the Super Bowl. It's been a while since they were able to lift that Lombardi trophy, but this season feels different. With Amari Cooper back, Dak Prescott at the helm, a playmaking defense with Micah Parsons leading the way, and an offense that can now attack in multiple ways, the Cowboys have the tools to compete for a title. The NFC is stacked with teams like the Eagles, 49ers, and others, but the Cowboys have the talent to compete with them head-to-head. With Cooper, Dak, Lamb, Pollard, and a strong defense, this team is poised for a deep playoff run. They've got the firepower, the leadership, and the drive to make it happen. Amari Cooper's return is more than just a transaction. It's a statement. It says that the Cowboys are all in, that they believe they have the pieces to make a real run at the Super Bowl. Jerry Jones is backing this team 100%, and with Amari back in the mix, the Cowboys are a team that nobody in the league can afford to take lightly. So as we get ready for the upcoming season, you better believe that expectations are high and the pressure is on. But if there's one thing about this team, it's that they thrive in big moments. This could be the year the Cowboys finally break through and end that Super Bowl drought. So, Cowboys Nation, what do you think about Amari Cooper's return? Are you as hyped as I am? Do you think this is the move that finally puts the Cowboys over the top? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to hit that like button if you're excited about what's ahead for the Cowboys, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss any of the content we've got coming your way as we get closer to the season. Until next time, Cowboys fans, go Cowboys!